Everyone, and welcome to my channel, Handmade by Ying with Donna. Today I'm going to be talking to you about Project Dress a Girl. So give me just a second to make sure that I've got everything lined up the way that it should be. And we're going to give this a quick look-see. So thank you first and foremost for hopping on here. Hey Day, thank you sweetheart for popping in. Making sure I got this set up over here. It's very, very impromptu. Let me get my live chat up. That way I'll be able to see as we're going along. There you go. Yay, I did it. All right, so anyway, today what I'm going to talk to you guys about is Project Dress a Girl. Who is ready and excited? I know I am. So what I normally do is talk to you a little bit about the patterns. Hey Dragonfly, welcome, welcome. Guess who, Nancy? Hi y'all. Hey Dave, thank you for popping in for me. So like I said, this is all about Project Dress a Girl. What you can expect from our channel, how we're going to handle it moving forward, and all of the fun takeaways. But before I do that, as I was going down through the inventory and getting things set up, hi Jackie, Deborah, hello, hello. I wanted to do a lunchtime live, and I hope it's coming through loud and clear for you ladies. So anyway, as I was cleaning out my bin, everybody knows that I had leftover dresses from last year that made it too late for the cut, too late to be submitted. So they will be going out in the first round this year. Don't mind me, my hair is on my neck and it's getting a little bit hot. So anyway, looking a hot mess and I'm okay with that. Shelly, hello, hello. So what I would like to do right now is take a couple seconds and show you some of these amazing dresses that did come in last year. So I'm just gonna hold them up. There's 9 or 10. And this will be in the first round of dresses. But as I'm showing them to you, I am going to talk to you about a couple things that we all need to be mindful of. Isn't this gorgeous? Yes, it is. So anyway, Project Dress a Girl. We have our labels, and I'll be going over all of that information as well. But it has the 2 pockets, and this person made the hair bands, ponytail holders or whatnot, that'll go in with each dress. This will be accounted for in the first round of dresses this year. But before I could kick off, I need to close out. So these are some of the dresses from last year that we did get in too late to submit. And I said they would go in the first count for this year. And aren't they darling? Hey Sassy. Hey Rebel. Welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for hopping in. But I wanted to show you all of these cute, darling dresses. Are they not cute? So, Project Dress a Girl, for those of you that are new to my channel and you don't know, it is a mission basically to help dress girls all over the world, near and far. If anybody has any questions, in the description box, I will be adding the information and the links. Hello, Heather. But what I will be doing is going over step by step, and you can also go back into any of my old Project Dress a Girl videos, and you'll be able to see how many we did last year as a team, and I say we, use as my subscribers, submitted these. And this year we'll be logging them just a little bit different. Isn't this so stinking cute? Love, love, love all of these dresses. So what I wanted to do today is showcase last year's dresses. Maudie, over at Maudie Sews, will be the one receiving our dresses again this year. Hello, Miss Pat. Siberian Wind, can't watch but listening. That's fine. The labels, I'm not sure if they're out yet, but I'll be able to show you the labels that we will be using. Project Dress a Girl is amazing, and I'm thankful that our channel is a part of that. They always accept the dresses Octoberish, but I always use the summertime for our time to come together and sew. So that's what we're going to do again this year. Come together and sew. Donna, are you doing the hair ties again? Yep. If anybody would like to donate hair ties, the hair bands, feel free. I have some that were submitted last year for these little girls, and they will be stuck in the pockets of each dress as they come in. And we couldn't be more thankful and blessed that you guys remember that. You are allowed to put a light embellishment on the dresses as last year. I am still going to move my channel forward with projects Dress a Girl by doing the McCall 5797. There is 2 separate patterns for that. You have ages 3 through 6, then you've got 8 through 14. So depending upon what size fabric that I have been sent and blessed with, that'll tell which one I'm going to do. What I have here and what I'm going to show you here is really simple. If you can't make a dress or you don't feel that you can, that's okay. What I do is take donations for the fabric as well as the bias. You mail that to my P.O. box, and they can drop my P.O. box for anybody that would like to mail. And we're going to start the collection. I always start it late March, early April. And then by May, I'm already cutting the dresses out on my end. And then when we go to our quilt retreat, the girls have been fabulous, and they pitch in and help stitch up. And when we come back from quilt retreat, the goal would be to stitch up as many as we can. This year, I'm only taking 1 project with me and a ton of dresses to sew. That way I can focus on our retreat members, and I can do a little stitching on these dresses. So with all of that goodness being said, let me show you some of these. The fabric. The fabric is amazing, and you guys always blow me away. I've already got 4 dresses cut out, and they're ready to go. And I will be using last year's pattern on those. And this is what it is. Is that not stunning? The designer of this was thoughtfully creative. This you can still find over on her site. And I'm telling you, it was so easy. All I had to do was take 1 piece of the paper, peel this off when I'm ready to do the fronts, put it back for when I'm ready to do the back. Easy, simple, I'm telling you. Comes together fabulous. And then I have this for the little side saddles that went into those. So, like I said, Project Dress a Girl is very near and dear. What kind of yardage is needed for the dresses? For anything, I want to make sure I'm doing this right. 3, 4, and 5, it takes 1.5 yards. The 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, 2.5 to 3 yards of fabric per dress. And you need to remember, as I'm showing you these, you're going to be able to see what kind of fabrics that are acceptable and what's not. If you hold the fabric up to the lights and you can put your hand under it, that's not acceptable fabric. But you can put muslin under it and it'll be okay. So this is what I used last year for the Thoughtfully Creative dress, and it was amazing. Let me see, Sheila, I used the free pattern from a Dress a Girl website. I need to download a bigger one though. Absolutely. Donnell, hey, hey. Squirrels and everyone else in the chat. Yes. So I'm going to also be challenging my squirrel group. So as I stack these in here, I'm showing you different fabric that has been sent our way. That way, as you see these turn into dresses, and as it's being sent, like this is a 1 yard cut. I can squeak this and add another shading to it. And this will make a full dress. So all I'll have to do is find a blender. And I have white that I could use for down the sides or something. So the ultimate goal would be 1.5 yards. If I have two separate ones, like this blends really well. There's enough here I could do a size 14 in the Thoughtfully Creative pattern. My goal would be this year. Last year, I'd have to look at our records and go back and see how many dresses we did achieve as a whole group. And I'm telling you, we blew that away. I believe there was, I'm going to say 200, but I think it was 203, and then we had the residual that did come in late. But is this not darling? Picture any little girl running around with all of this. It's P.O. Box 5102 day. So look at this. It looks like paint splatter. What little girl wouldn't like that? And this one is already cut out and ready for me to stitch. So I will lay that on the top shelf, because as I get these cut out, this one's already cut out. I will go ahead and have these numbered and ready to go for our quilt retreat. And what I'll do is every time I do one, I'll lay a matching bias tape with it so that it'll go under the arms. Perfect. It's a win-win. So that makes 6 dresses cut out, 7 dresses cut out, 8 dresses cut out. It's Cressup Town, not Pessup Town Day. I love you. You're a good helper. Yeah. Hold on 1 second, guys. Yeah, that's not right. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can get this up here. That way I'm helping a little bit. Yeah, they'll get it. It's on P.O. Box 5102, Cressup Town, Maryland, 21505. Days like I am, I get to type in and I jack it up. Sewing channel, woohoo, caught your live. I will listen as I sew. Hi to all. Hey Tracy, thank you sweetheart for hopping in. We're talking Project Dress-A-Girl and getting ready to get this puppy started on the back end. So far, as you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 dresses as of right now are pre-cut. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 dresses in hand that's ready to roll this year. I love Project Dress-A-Girl. You guys love Project Dress-A-Girl, so let's blow the doors off this year. If you can't make a dress and you want to make the hair bands, please do. So I'm going to continue to move forward and go down through the inventory that we do have, so you can see the kinds of fabric that you can use. Is that not gorgeous? So I'm going to start laying these in. Dahlia has been gracious, her and her husband, and throughout the year, when she sees a good deal on fabric, she sends it along. She is on the back end, always helping. So, is this not going to make the most adorable dresses? So, let me see. Can you imagine that? Looks like a little flower garden. And it's dark enough that if they get it smucked up a little bit, it'll be all right. Now, these thicker ones, by thick I mean there's 3 or more yards, they will go into the 8 to 14 range. Dorlyn, it's good to see you, sweetheart. I've missed you. I started buying my fabric for Project Dress-A-Girl. We'll be starting my sewing soon. Absolutely. We're going to kick off our sewing portion in April, May. Look at this. Is this not gorgeous? And this is 3 yards, so I'll definitely be able to get, I can either opt to do 2 smaller dresses or 1 large dress out of this. I might even be able to squeak a large and a small, but we'll see. I'll get them all laid out and we'll see how that rolls. But I wanted to make sure that we have all of the beautiful colors. And I'm separating them by flowers, so when you see me bending, you'll be able to see. So Terry, you were gracious too in helping make all of the dresses. More butterflies. Is that not gorgeous? I believe everybody can either make or donate to your local, whatever works for you. This is a little larger than a yard. So this will make one of the smaller dresses very easily. And we can always tweak the pattern and make it just a smidge smaller. This one here is kitty cats. So is that not cute? Does anyone, Day has directions on that. The bias tape, let me see. I like to use the extra wide, double folded bias. Let me show you. This is, if you can see it, it doesn't matter. Whatever you send in will be used. It's 1/2 inch and it works good for under the arms. And then I also like to use the, I want to make sure I'm saying it right, the 1 inch for into the strap area. We have unicorns. Is that not darling? Any scraps can be used for hair scrunchies. What I do, and Day's going to kill me, is she sent me the fabric. I'm going to cut out the dresses. The leftover fabric, I'm going to send to her. She's going to turn them into scrunchies. And that way we'll have them to match the dresses. And look at this. Is this not gorgeous? You can do so much. I know where those unicorns came from. Yep. Absolutely you do. But all of this has been donated. What size did you recommend? I've never bought any clothing patterns. And it looks like you buy different sizes. There's only 2 different sizes. I've always used the McCall 5797, size 3 through 6. But Day happened to have the 7 through 14. So she sent that along to me. You can always find those patterns on sale at Joann's. And I would tell you to run. Don't walk and grab your patterns while they're on sale. They need all size dresses. This will make 2 or possibly 3 dresses. Is this not gorgeous? And I'm not sure where this one came from. I know we got it last year at retreats. That would make a pretty sweet backing. I'm jonesing. I'm going to make a batch of the scrunchies. Thank you, Donna. Are these not gorgeous? I'm telling you. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Here's another one. You can't go wrong. And a lot of these were bought either at Joann's or Hobby Lobby. So don't think you have to have a quilt shop fabric line. You know what I mean? I gave you that, I believe, at retreat. That was for Project Dress a Girl, was it not, Shelley? I think so, but I wanted to make sure. And look at this. Gorgeous. I believe this came from Shelly too. So we will be able to, like I said, make many, many dresses. Just getting out of the box and getting started. Is there measurements for the scrunchies? Day would have to answer that. How do we get the labels? If you're interested and you need some labels, I'll be talking about that in just a minute. Are they not gorgeous? These are going to make the most stunning dresses. Brenda Foley, they like the labels on the front or the center. Yep. Absolutely. They want the label is a mark that lets the predators know that these children are children of God and they're protected. And this is a charity that's very near and dear to my heart. So collect we will and make we will. If we can change the life of just one child, then our job here is good. Labels go in the pockets generally. It can go in the pocket. I like to put ours on the right-hand pocket. Not that it matters, but it's right there, right in their face. Leave this child alone. So we've got enough. I'm going to be spending a little bit of time every few days cutting out and getting ready to stitch these puppies up. And that's the last one. And then I believe Day has mailed 3 more. But I figure people have been asking me, are we doing Project Dress a Girl again this year? Yes, we are. What I need from you is your sewing ability. Make dresses. Send dresses. Send fabric. Send embellishments such as the rickrack. Things that we can give the girls just a little bit extra. Do not send zippers. Do not send Velcro. Don't send the ties. That would, the girls have no way of putting that back on a dress. There's just no way. On the straps, we have been asked, do not use the bias unless we're sewing down both sides. That's okay. We cannot use ribbon in the tie downs because over time it's going to fall apart. We can use this if it's stitched down both sides. You will need to have a purple thingamajig to fit these in and feed them through. I have standalone videos. Tracy over at the Sewing Channel, I believe, does as well. And you will be able to see all of the goodness and how these dresses come together. Maddie over at her channel also has them. Now, Project Dress a Girl, here is labels. I have got the most amazing subscribers and support team. If you reach out to me via email, and if you are actually making the dress, I have labels. I will mail you because they were given to me. But I'll only mail them when you tell me how many dresses you're going to actually make and send. Because I don't want to send you 10 labels if you're going to make one dress. But if you're going to make 10 dresses, I'll send you 10 labels. Do you see where I'm at? I just want to make sure that we are sending labels to the ones that are actually going to be making the dresses. If anybody wants to donate dress labels, you have to wait a little bit because I don't believe they're on the website yet. And Monty will reach out and let me know when they are. But I've got 25, 50, I have 75 labels in hand so that we can get stitching. Hello, are we sending them to this year? Yes. Who are we sending them to? You're going to send them to my P.O. Box. It's P.O. Box 5102, Cressuptown, Maryland, 21505. Huge shout out to Handmade by Ying. She sent me labels free of cost to me last year. She's a rock star. Anybody that needs labels, they have been blessed upon me. I will mail you labels. Because this is how we grow. We share. You guys share the blessings to me and I will pay it forward. That's what it's all about. I ordered labels last year. Now, where did I put them? I don't know, Katie D. Krause. I don't know. Not a clue. But I'm sure you'll locate them. So, with all of that being said, I've got even a little cute card here. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to give you hope in a future. One of my subscribers wrote this. Donna, this is a blessing, sending 3 dresses to the Project Dress a Girl. I made 3 dresses and made 3 scrunchies. This has helped me too to get away from my sewing mind. My husband, he has been very, very ill, and this helped her get her mind on something else. Keep the faith. We're going to get this. And you are doing great witness for this channel. I pray over you, pray over the dresses, that these will keep our little girls safe. So, as you guys send dresses, hello Mennonites, welcome, welcome Liam. Feel free to just please take a picture of your dress. That's all I ask. And as you make them, you don't have to store them, send them along. Soon as I get them, I take a picture, and Joe's going to be uploading them a little different this year. That way we can track. Once I get the magic number of 10, I will do a group picture and send that down. That way, Maudie will have it ahead of time. And we're going to keep a real strong count. Last year, our count was solid. Our dresses, there was no issues. So, getting started early, letting you know there's sales out there, asking you if you want to stitch and you want to sew and you want to change the life of these little kids, please do. Know that every dress makes a difference. Please try to stay away from the real light whites. If you can see through it, please don't send it. Please, please don't send it. The girls can't use them. The dresses are sent all around the world. Thank you, Day. Thank you. Day's telling you, please, please hit the thumbs up. Keeps us in a good algorithm. Ring the bell for notifications for when I do go live. If you have any questions, email me at Donna@handmadebyying.com. Joe catches the emails and he'll forward it over to my personal, and I will answer any and all emails and all questions. I like to, this will be our 3rd year with Project Dress a Girl. And as you can see, is that a siren? Yes, our fire whistle's going off. I'm doing this today without Joe, so you're going to be able to hear it. Can we make little bloomers to go with the dresses? Sure. We just have to make sure that it's attached to the dress when we ship them so they know. The labels are available. Wait a minute, hold on. The labels are available. I didn't check before the live. But yes, this will be the 3rd year. As you can see, if you're really careful with your pattern, you're not going to cut it out. When I cut Project Dress a Girl, I can generally get 3 dresses cut at one time. And it saves on the cutting as I'm going along. Thank you, Terry, for letting me know that. Yes, the dresses are on the website. So, not the dresses, but the labels. So, if you want to go to projectdressagirl.com, you'll be able to get them. You're very welcome. I checked. Thank you, Terry. It is appreciated. So, if anybody has any questions on Project Dress a Girl, now is the time to go ahead and ask. How much yardage is needed for a dress? Good question, Donnell. If you're making the size 3 through 6, you need a good yard and a half. If you're going to make the 7 through the 12, 14s, you're going to need 2.5 yards, 3 for the 14. And the older girls do need dresses too. The Dress a Girl has a Facebook page. Yes, they do. Absolutely. So, I think that covers everything. And if you've got a go cutter, cut up your extra scraps and you can turn them into something magical. So make sure that you have everything ready. I have a separate bin that my scraps, because they're nice size. They're like a fourth of a yard. They will be going back to Delia. And then she will cut those down and move them along into the next project of charity of some sort. Whether it's with Jersey for her church, whether it's Mennonite for her charity work, we always find a use. Ronald McDonald House, where my granddaughter is. I just got a letter from them the other day, and I didn't get the chance to read this to everybody. But remember when everybody sent blocks in? Well, this is what they sent me. It took them a little while, but the quilt was delivered, plus I gave an extra. On behalf, it says, Dear Donna, on behalf of the families of the Ronald McDonald House in Pittsburgh, I would like to thank you and your channel for the donations of the 2 very lovely quilts, as well as the extra quilted bag that you donated. We remain grateful for your channel and your generosity and your thankfulness. Your support is deeply appreciated and makes a huge difference in the comfort and hospitality of our guests here. Few medical crises are more devastating and frightening than others in a child's life and life-threatening diseases, unexpected injuries, or illnesses. When a family has to travel to another city from a hospital unexpected, the family arrives with nothing. The Ronald McDonald House in Pittsburgh opened in 1979 to help ease the many, many burdens to help keep their loved ones nearby as it's needed most. It only survives with the support and the generosity of our communities at large. Please continue to provide warm and caring environments. And if your channel supporters would like to mail, please have them reach out to you or to reach out to us. We're always in need. We have great need for quilts. So just letting you know that. If anybody would like to donate quilts, flimsies, whatever, we can work those up and get those over. Let me see. I made 7 last year, but I think I'll do a bigger size this year. Thank you. This is going to be a first time making a dress, so I'm a bit nervous. Don't be nervous. Do not be nervous. You got this. You can do it. Skimming the chat real quick. Thanks, Day. Have a great rest of your day. Absolutely. The older girls need dresses too. Absolutely. I made 7 last year. So with all of that being said, it's been a hot minute. I've been on a little over 30 minutes, and I just wanted to see how I could get this worked in this week and showcase these so you know we're working already on the back end. So everybody, take care. God bless. You guys have a fabulous day, and thank you so much for joining us today. Day, thank you for being my mod today, and anybody else that's in there helping. Don't mind the Hot Mess Express. It's a little toasty up here. So I'll see you all again real soon. Bye-bye.